students, nice to be back with all of you once again. Hope you're in the pink of your health and in great spirits. Today, I'm going to speak to you about a very interesting and a useful topic called emotional quotient. डर तो नहीं गए ना नाम सुनकर? Emotions is nothing, it simply means feelings. An emotional quotient means your capacity to manage these feelings and deal with these feelings. It is very, very important for all of us to be familiar with all these feelings and to be able to manage these feelings in an effective manner. Therefore, it is very important to have a good knowledge about the list of positive emotions and the list of negative emotions. We must also have a knowledge of how to deal with all these emotions in an effective manner if we have to lead a very, very successful life. More so in the modern times, it is very important to have at least a fair enough or if not a good EQ. A fair enough or a good EQ is going to help you climb the ladder of success very fast professionally, and it will also help you lead a very interesting, peaceful and a happy personal life. A great emphasis and importance is given today to personality development, accumulating a lot of wealth, acquiring a lot of degrees, fame, etc. In short, on success. Haven't you seen that? Parents are having a lot of expectations. Everyone is having a lot of expectations from each other. Why is this happening? But are all successful people actually happy? If you carry out a survey and find out, you will realize that all successful people are not 100% happy. In fact, some of them are not happy at all. How come this has happened? This has happened perhaps because they have spent a lot of time and energy acquiring a lot of wealth, a lot of fame, a lot of success, lot of degrees, but they have failed to devote time on a very, very important part of their personality, that is their emotions. Emotions are very, very delicate. They need time and they need care. If you do not devote time to developing your emotions, your EQ is going to go low. So the EQ of these people is extremely low, so they are not happy. On the other hand, you do have a section of people who do not have much in their lives materialistically, but they are actually happy. They have learned how to enjoy the simple pleasures of life every day. They say thank you to God every day for all the blessings that God has given them. They have also made some slight shifts in their emotions or in their lives so as to allow a positive flow of emotions in their lives. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting to know that for being happy, you do not require anything? No wealth, no fame, no degrees, nothing. All you need is a heart full of desire, which says, I want to be happy and I want to be happy now. And nothing can stop you from being happy and you deserve to be happy. Well, it does not mean that you should not progress in life. Progress is very, very important. Progress by all means and progress in all ways. But do not forget to nurture your emotions, both positive and negative. I repeat again, emotions are very, very delicate. They need to be handled with care. So please look after them. Life offers to you so many different ways of leading life. So many options are there for you. It is up to you to select the options. So please do not select the options according to somebody else. That may not be the best for you. Select the option which actually makes you happy. That will be the best option for you. So dear students, one exercise for you right away for developing your EQ and making it better is that identify at least 5 or 6 things which make you happy and you feel excited doing it. But they should be positive things. Write it down in your journal and see that you include them in your everyday life. See how the complexion of your life changes. See how happy you become. And once you are happy, you will also make 5 other people happy, and the world is going to become a happy place. So please try this simple exercise. It is a very simple exercise, but it is a very, very effective one. Anything which makes you happy, it could be making a painting, or it could be playing a game of cricket, or it could be learning something new which you have kept it behind and you have wanted to do it for a very long time. You are not doing it. Get it out and see and make yourself happy, because you deserve to be happy. Now let us explore this beautiful world of emotions. But let us talk about the negative side first. Let us talk about the deadly demons of the human personality. Human personality is not all about positivity and not all about the good things. There is a lot of negative side in the human personality. So let us tackle this deadly negative side of the human personality. The first negative emotion that we are going to talk about is anger. Anger यानी कि गुस्सा. I am sure all of you are very familiar with this emotion. You might have experienced anger also, and you might have also seen people getting angry. It is a very, very common emotion. गुस्सा सबको आता है. The rich get angry, the poor gets angry, the manager gets angry, the worker gets angry, the husband gets angry, the wife gets angry, you get angry, and I get angry. Everyone gets angry. But how come there is a section of people who are so calm and so relaxed? You look at their face and you feel, how come they are so calm and so relaxed? क्या इनको गुस्सा आता नहीं है? That is not a fact. इन लोगों को भी गुस्सा आता है. They also feel angry. But how come they are so relaxed? This is because they have learned how to manage their anger with effective anger management techniques. Anger is a negative emotion, but there is a way to manage the anger. It is important for everyone to learn how to manage your anger with anger management techniques. कुछ लोगों की नाक पे गुस्सा रखा होता है. They get angry at the drop of the hat. For example, Mr. Ramesh. Let us take the case of Mr. Ramesh, who is a factory worker, an employee who is 100% committed to his work, very sincere, very loyal. One of his colleagues or somebody happens to tell him, तुम्हें क्या आता है? तुम्हें तो कुछ आता ही नहीं है, कोई काबिलियत ही नहीं है, तुम आगे बढ़ ही नहीं सकते हो लाइफ में, क्यों टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो, घर पे बैठो. And he tells this in front of so many people. What is the reaction of Ramesh? उसको गुस्सा आ जाता है and he blurts out completely. He says, क्या समझता है वो अपने आप को? उसने मेरी इंसल्ट कर दी, मैं उसको दिखा दूंगा, मैं उसका सर फोड़ दूंगा. I will show him. He has insulted me. Isn't this reaction a very common reaction which you might have observed with other people in different scenarios and in different situations? People get angry and people are trying to prove things to other people. What are we trying to prove? And to whom are we trying to prove? And why are we trying to prove? Let us not prove anything to other people. Let us be in competition with ourselves only. Other people will say things. Other people will definitely get angry. But that does not mean that we have to react in such a bad manner. We can learn from that. Because anger is a very, very unproductive emotion. There are two kinds of emotions, productive and unproductive. Life is very short. Let us increase the productive emotions and let us reduce the unproductive emotions. Anger is a very, very unproductive emotion. Anger से कुछ होता नहीं है. You only collect negativity within your body. You don't believe me? Then ask a friend. Ask a good friend of yours to video record you when you are actually angry. Observe your body language. Observe the words which come out of your mouth when you are actually angry. You will be shocked to see yourself. You will say, is this the way I behave when I am angry? Oh God, this does not look like me. My God, what are the words which are coming out from my mouth? This is what anger does to you. It makes a monster out of you. You don't even realize what you are saying and you make a fool of yourself. So what does anger do? It creates negative energy within you. You make yourself very foolish in front of people. And thirdly, it will also spoil your relations with people. So try and manage anger with anger management techniques. One technique which right away I can mention to you is that when you get really angry, just take a few, do not react, just take a few deep breaths, count from 1 to 10 and 10 to 1 backwards and divert your mind from the source of anger. The anger will automatically subside. The second technique is, it is not a technique, it is just a mind shift. Please do not try and change people. Please do not try and control situations. If you can change something about a situation, change it. And if you can't, then accept it. But please do not try to change people. People are not going to change. And it is not within your power to change people. Who are you to change people? What can you change? What is there within your power? What is within your power is to change yourself, is to change your reactions to how people are behaving, is to change the way that you deal with different kinds of personality types. That is why personality development is a very important subject, because there are so many different personality types and it is up to us as to how we make the world a better place by dealing well with all these different personality types. Therefore, gussa mat karo, be peaceful, manage anger and with effective anger management techniques. Okay, the next deadly demon of the human personality is pride. I'm sure you would have heard of this word, pride. But pride has a couple of positive connotations also. Let us understand what is pride. Pride can be understood in the sense of self-pride. Self-pride, यानी कि self-respect, आत्मसम्मान, this is a positive quality. This is an important quality. You will not achieve anything in life if you do not have self-respect. Self-respect is very important for your confidence. Self-respect is very important for you to climb up the ladder of success professionally. Self-respect is very important for your very existence. You must remember a fact that if you do not respect yourself, the world is not going to respect you. Please do not look for respect from others. First, learn how to respect yourself. A common complaint amongst the students when I have conducted sessions on personality, वो मुझे respect नहीं करता, वो मुझे ठीक से बात नहीं करता, my relatives don't talk to me properly, this and that, so many complaints. First of all, ask yourself, do you respect yourself? Dignity begins with self. First learn how to respect yourself and then ask for respect from the world. So self-respect is a positive quality and you must have this in your personality. The second definition of pride could be pride for work. People who are 100% committed to their work, they are loyal, they are passionate about their work. They have pride in their work when they get some good result. An industrialist, if he is having a good project with him and if he does very well, he is very proud of it. A housewife does interior decoration in the house and when guests come in the house, she feels house proud to show the house to the people because she has worked for it. This is pride for work. A student in the 10th standard gets 90% in the examination and because he has worked so hard for it, he feels very proud. This is pride for work. This is also very important for progressing in life. If you do not have pride, if you do not have passion, if you are not working towards anything, if you do not have goals, then your life will be very mediocre. But if you want to excel, if you want to do very well, pride for work is a very important quality that you must have in your personality. This is also a positive connotation of pride. Pride in these two sense of self-respect and pride for work must be there in your personality. But the real demon is the third definition of pride. That is ego, aham, ahankar or ghamanta. This is a very negative quality. When ego becomes so large that you are holding it on your head and it becomes a monster, and you have so much of superiority complex in your personality that you start putting other people down and you think that there is no one in the world like you, that is when your downfall is sure to begin. Pride always has its downfall. Now, where does this pride come from? It comes from ego. Where does the ego come from? Ego comes from the fact that God has given you something in excess. It could be excessive wealth, it could be excessive beauty, excessive knowledge, excessive talent, or excessive high status in society, power. That is the beginning of ego. But if you just think a little bit, the way God has given you these things, don't you think God can take it away from you also in a matter of minutes? One accident, beauty is gone. One business deal gone wrong. Financially, your business is in a mess. Money is gone. And so many things can happen in a matter of minute, and everything can be gone. Your ego can be completely stripped. So don't you think this kind of ego is a completely false ego? It is absolutely false. And at that point of time, nobody is going to be there with you because you have not behaved well when you had everything with you. It is rightly said that for you to succeed in life, two things are very important. God sees two things. The first thing, the way you manage when you have nothing, and the way you behave with people when you have everything. These two things are very important for you to succeed in life. Everyone is observing you. So when you are having everything with you, it is your responsibility to be good to people and to share those good things with the people. Whatever you have been blessed with, share it with the people. But be humble. Do not be egoistic. And when you are having nothing, still manage everything with a nice smile. Nobody wants money and wealth all the time. Your warmth and smile is more than enough. So pride in this sense is a very negative quality, and try and remove it from your personality altogether. Well, we cannot lead an egoless life. We all do have an ego. We cannot survive in this world without an ego. But let not your ego become so large that you try to constantly put other people down. Otherwise, God is going to show you, nature is going to show you. In our college times, we used to have a very good professor, and we had a very intelligent boy in the class by the name of Ankit, who was very, very knowledgeable, extremely intelligent. हम क्लास में बैठते थे, वो हमेशा लेसन्स पढ़ के आता था, उसको इतनी एक्स्ट्रा नॉलेज होती थी. He was so brilliant, he was so intelligent. So our professor just told Ankit one thing. Ankit, तुम लाइफ में बहुत अच्छा काम करोगे, बहुत बड़ा काम करोगे, तुम्हारी इतनी इंटेलिजेंस भगवान ने दी है, बस एक बात याद रखना, कभी घमंड मत करना. That is what he told him. And we used to listen and we used to wonder, what is this professor saying? Why is he saying? Now I realize why he was saying that. Because Ankit never followed what the professor said. He had so much superiority complex about his intelligence. He finally got admission into IIT, and he won a lot of competitions, he won a lot of awards and everything, but he had so much of superiority complex. Finally, he got into drugs and he started failing, he started dropping, he started losing his intelligence power, he could not take failure, and finally he committed suicide. This is what ego does to people. Balance of mind is very, very important to be successful in life. आपके पास कितना भी कुछ भी हो सकता है, but do not forget to keep your balance of mind. So pride, at times you have to swallow your pride also. Sometimes when your seniors tell you something, or parents tell you something, or important relations are there, they tell you something, आपको pride कभी-कभी swallow करनी पड़ती है. No problem. You don't become a smaller person by doing that. It only shows that you have become matured. You understand people, you value relationships. So please try and understand that pride is not in this sense a good quality to cultivate. try and reduce it as much as you can. When we go to the temple, we remove our chappals and slippers outside and enter the temple. Similarly, all our important relationships are like a temple. There is no place for ego in that. If you keep ego as a supreme thing, you will remain alone in the world. Ego is not important. Your relations are much more important. So you can sacrifice your ego for keeping your relations alive. All right, let us talk about the third demon of the human personality, which is increasing now in the world. This demon is complaining and cribbing. You must have heard of the term cribbing. It simply means complaining. There are a lot of people in the world who have lot of complaints. उनका नाम चिंता.com रख देना चाहिए. हर चीज में उन वरी करते हैं, कंप्लेन करते हैं, वरी करते हैं, कंप्लेन करते हैं. उनसे आप बातचीत करोगे, their whole conversation is full of worries and complaint. अरे एक्शन कहाँ गया? अगर if you are really worried about something, तो उसके बारे में कुछ करो ना. Why are you complaining? No, but people enjoy complaining. Time pass हो गया है उनके लिए. Now this is a very, very negative personality trait, because you are not acting, you are not doing anything about it, but you are only complaining. You are enjoying the process of complaining. How long are you going to complain? If you want to change a situation, get up and change the situation. For example, a lot of people complain, they go to the West, they come back from a tour and a trip, and they say, oh, United States of America is such a beautiful country. Manchester is so clean and it's so beautiful. The roads are like this, and the layout is like this, and the shops are like this. India is a dirty country. India is a filthy country. अरे कंप्लेंट करने से क्या होगा? Take charge. Ask yourself, if India is a dirty country, what are you doing to make India a better country? आपने कुछ स्टेप्स लिए इंडिया को क्लीन करने के लिए, और the next time you are having the banana, you are throwing the banana skin on the road. How different are you? If you are not taking any steps to clean your country, then you have no right to complain. Or you might say that my family does nothing for me. Absolutely. वो तो लाइफ में आगे बढ़ गया है क्योंकि उसको फैमिली सपोर्ट है. उसकी मदर देखो ऐसी है, उसके फादर देखो ऐसे हैं, उसका फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस देखो, दैट इज सो हाई, एंड हिज फैमिली हैज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग सपोर्ट. माय फैमिली डज एब्सोल्युटली नथिंग फॉर मी. माय फैमिली इज यूजलेस. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट, चेंज द कॉन्वर्सेशन. Ask yourself, what have you done for your family? Even if your family is not a very great motivator, the basics are taken care of. You have a house to go. Your mother is cooking food for you. Your father is earning money, sending you for this education. They might not be having great words with them. They might not motivate you, or they might not be very educated people. But at least they are doing the basics. Lot of people do not even have a family to go to. So say thank you that you have a family to go to, and ask yourself that what have I done for my family? आपका क्या contribution है आपकी family के लिए? The complaint changes to action. You get the power of action when you address yourself that what am I doing? Instead of saying, what is my family doing, or what is my organization doing? Because your family organization is not within your control. You are within your control. Your actions are within your control. The moment you ask yourself that what am I doing, you get the power of action. Third complaint, I am not intelligent. I am very slow. Other person is blessed with such a high IQ. He's so knowledgeable. He can speak on so many different topics. Arey, was he born like that? With all that knowledge in his head? No, he was not born like that. He cultivated that knowledge. Instead of complaining, ask yourself, I want to be intelligent. What are the steps that I have taken for being intelligent? Do I read the newspapers every day? Do I watch the news channel every day? Do I read the general knowledge books every day? Do I have discussions on various topics every day? No, I don't do all these things. Then how are you going to be intelligent? Everything is possible in this world if you start acting on acquiring something instead of complaining. Another common complaint, I am very fat, I am not good looking, I am very dark and I don't have good looks. What are you doing about it? If you are fat, have you made a plan whereby you can lose weight? Can you join a gym? Can you consult a dietitian? So the point that I am trying to make over here, that you can have an endless list of complaints, but that is not going to help you at all. Again, that is a very unproductive. It is unproductive until you take action. Once you start taking action, complaints है, उसके बारे में आप कुछ करना चाहते हो, एक्शन लो और उसके बारे में कुछ करो और एक्शन आपको ही लेना है. Please do not wait for your family or your neighbors or your organization or your society to take the action. Anything that you want to change, get up and start doing it. That is the best remedy. Okay, so please dear students, one exercise, another exercise for you to start acquiring the power of action, and exercise on taking charge of yourself. Identify 5 or 6 things that you would like to change in your life. It could be personal or professional. And what are the steps that you are going to take in order to change these things? That is very important. So do it as a homework, do it as an exercise, and start working on this particular thing of changing the things that you want to actually change. Okay, let us talk about another deadly demon of the human personality, which is blocking us from going forward in life, is a negative attitude. The negative attitude, I can't attitude. You have to shift the I can't attitude to the I can mode. When I'm taking sessions on public speaking, I don't know how many students in the beginning, they come over here and they stand over here away from the mic. Literally some of the students have also started crying. Said, ma'am, मुझे लोगों के सामने बात करने को मत बोलो. I can't do it. Arey, how can't you do it? I'm your ma'am. I'm standing over here. I'm hearing you that you are speaking over there. So nicely you are speaking. You have good English. You have good language. You have everything with you. यहाँ आके क्या हो जाता है? यहाँ आके it is simply a block which comes inside your head that I can't. So you have to remove this I can't and you have to substitute it with I can. In psychology, there is a term which is known as auto-suggestion. Your brain is a very, very powerful instrument which is there with you. God has blessed us with this very powerful instrument. Brain has 2 parts, conscious mind and subconscious mind. Whatever suggestions you are giving to your brain, the subconscious mind is receiving those suggestions and your conscious mind is behaving. You are behaving in that particular way. अगर आप suggestion morning till evening अपने mind को यही देते रहोगे कि I am not smart, I am not good, I can't do this, I can't do that, that is the way you are going to behave. Starting point of any personality development is your own suggestion to your own mind. You can attend 100 workshops on personality development, nothing is going to happen to you unless and until you tell yourself that yes, I can do this particular thing. That is the starting point. All these years, if you have told yourself, I can't speak in front of public, no matter how many workshops on public speaking you attend, you will not be able to speak in front of public until the day you tell yourself, no, if the other person can do it, why can't I? Of course I can. I will and I must. And that will be the starting point. Then you do not need any classes, you do not need any seminar, you do not need any workshop. You will automatically come over here and start speaking. Of course, little bit of preparation is very important, but Please try to shift your mindset from the I can't mode to the I can mode. This is extremely important for you to progress in life. Lot of times people carry this I can't mode towards till the end of their lives also. In fact, there have been teachers training workshops which have been done, and lot of teachers are scared of the mic, and because they have told themselves that I can't do it. I can't, we all can do everything, but only thing, you have to remove this block from your head that you can't and simply change it to I can. Isn't it magic? So dear students, another exercise for you is that list out at least 10 things that you say that you can't do, and those things are very important for you. It can be cooking, it can be public speaking, it can be driving, it can be speaking English, it can be dressing up nicely, going to a party, or it can be so many things which you have said that I can't do it, but you would like to do it. So list out 10 things, 10 such things, and write down an action plan as to how you can shift from the I can't mode to the I can mode. This is very important. Just a slight shift and magic can happen. Okay, the next point is a slightly different point. Let us just go a little bit from psychology to anatomy, but it is very much related to personality and to your emotions. The point is on diet. Now you might say कि मैडम तो बोल रहे हैं EQ का lecture है, emotional quotient है, so how come diet and nutrition is coming over here? My dear students, diet is very much related to your personality and to your emotions. According to the Indian philosophy, we have three broad categories as far as the diet is concerned. You have the sattvic food, you have the tamasic food, and you have the rajasic food. Now each kind of food category which you are consuming is creating different effects in your physicality and in your emotions. It's very important for you to have this knowledge. I am not telling you what you should eat and what you should not eat. But if you are consuming a lot of non-veg, if you are consuming alcohol, if you are consuming fried food, and your emotions are going to be likewise. Your emotions are going to be aggressive. You are going to be very, very dominating, ready to, attack people, dominate people. I'm not saying by and large, but if it is done in excess. All the same, if you're consuming sattvic food, that is, if you are having fresh fruits, vegetables, and very nice and pure food, natural food if you are having, your emotions are going to be likewise. Now in this modern day it is difficult, but you can give it a try. Our Indian homes is the best place where you are going to get good hygienic food. Please pay attention to the food that you are eating, because it is directly connected to the emotions that it is producing within your personality. Like we enjoy pure emotions, we enjoy warmth, we enjoy love and affection, we enjoy compassion. We must also learn how to give all these qualities to the people. We cannot always try and receive all these positive emotions until and unless we are giving it to the people. So for that purpose, we must change our physicality, change your diet pattern, and accordingly your emotions which you produce will be pure and good emotions. Now to end, I would like to just give you a few tips on anger management. You can note it down, or you can just keep it in your mind, because you will say madam has talked so much about anger, how to manage the anger. Just a 15-point program to manage your anger. Know yourself well. Know what irritates you and keep away from that. Do your work well in time. Keep your goals very clear. Learn how to say no tactfully. When you make mistakes, don't feel shy. Learn from them instead of feeling sorry. Don't criticize anyone. Cultivate hobbies. They are a boon for managing anger and stress. Organize yourself well. Accept what you cannot change and change what you cannot accept. Say sorry to the others. Work is the best remedy for anger. A lot of times indecision makes you angry, so decide what you want to do. You cannot change others, change yourself. Most people remember only 20% of your words. They remember your body language and they remember your emotion. So be careful when you're giving instructions to people. Don't give instructions when you're angry. Shed your ego or at least reduce it. And well, to wind up, I would just like to tell you one thing. Life is very short, and please learn how to live and let live. Forgive quickly, believe slowly, love truly, laugh loudly, and never ever avoid anything that makes you smile. So wish you all the best and keep yourself happy. Thank you.